Alrighty, here's the last video for example number 6, and it includes example number 6. We're looking at these new factoring situations where instead of having 3 terms, we only have 2 terms. We have the squared term, x squared. We have the constant term, the number by itself. Over here, we had the squared term, y squared. We had the constant term, the number by itself. But there's no middle term. There's no x or there's no y term. And so the question is, how do we do that? And the answer is, we're still looking for the same thing. We're still looking to find factors. And we can still use the box method. So if I do the box method, I'm going to put the first term in the first box, like before. I'm going to put the last term in the last box, like before. But there's no middle term, right? That's okay. We're still going to multiply the leading coefficient times the constant. So 4 times 9. And 4 times 9 is 36. But I'm looking for 2 numbers. 4 times 9 is 36. I'm looking for 2 numbers that when I multiply them, give me 36. Again, if you want to use your calculator and use 36 divided by x in the equation editor y1, and then go to the table, you can figure that out. I'm just going to write them out. 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, 6 times 6, and that's it, because then they're going to start to just flip over. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pairs of numbers that when I multiply give me 36. But I'm looking for the pair that when I subtract them give me the middle term, but there's no middle term, so that would be 0. Well, the only pair of numbers that when I subtract them will give me 0 is 6. 6 minus 6 would give me 0. Okay, so then I'm going to put positive 6x in this box. And because I'm subtracting 6, I'm going to put minus 6x on the other box. Because when I put these 2 pink terms together, they give me 0x, and that's why you don't see a middle term. And now we begin our factoring. What do these 2 have in common? They definitely have an x. But if you look at the coefficients, I can divide both of them by 2. Great. So now I start this process. What times 2x would give me 4x squared? What times 2x would give me 4x squared? Well, 2 times 2 would give me 4, and x times x would give me x squared, so I should have a 2x up here. What times 2x should give me 6x? Well, 3 times 2 would give me 6, and I don't need to put an x because this already has an x, so x times 3 would give me 3x, and that's a positive 3x. What times 2x would give me minus 6x? Well, I already have the x, so I don't need to worry about that. So what times 2 would give me negative 6? That would be negative 3. And if I multiply negative 3 times positive 3, I'll get negative 9. Great. I now have my factoring. This is the first factor. And this is the second factor. The process is the same. The only thing you have to worry about is there isn't a middle term. There's only 2 terms. I'm missing the middle third term. So because it's not there, I'm looking to see what numbers can I put together to give me 0. But everything else is the same. So in these 2 last videos, we've done example 5 and 6. I'm going to ask you to try x squared minus 25, see if you can factor that out. And then m squared minus 100, see if you can factor that out. We're looking for factors that multiply to give me this thing. Remember, you can always check on your calculator by putting the original quadratic expression in y1 and then put the factored version in y2 to see if it gives you the same graph. And if you have a graphing calculator with you, you can definitely check the 2 examples we did, but then also check the work that you're going to do. And that is the final video for today.